Right now, a clear rivalry is playing out across our media landscape. In one corner, we have the old, established gatekeepers. In the other, a scrappy group of independent newcomers. Traditional TV media represents the old guard. They rely on massive studios, teleprompters, and famous news anchors who have held their positions for decades. On the other side, we find internet creators like YouTube teachers. They often start with little more than a simple whiteboard and a camera. For years, television broadcasters believed they owned the national conversation. But while they were talking to cameras in quiet studios, independent educators were quietly building massive, loyal student audiences that now rival major networks. Recently, this tension boiled over. During a live segment, a prominent news anchor lost her temper and launched an unprovoked attack against online educators. She looked right into the camera and called YouTube teachers two-bit and worthless in front of a national audience. Responding to a multi-million-dollar media giant is a delicate balance. Stooping to that same level of unprofessionalism usually only undermines the creator's own credibility. Sachin Sir, an educator from the digital learning platform PhysicsWallah, took a different path. He chose a highly unconventional way to handle the situation. He recognized that matching the anchor's outrage with his own anger would be a losing game. Defeating a gatekeeper requires a much more strategic approach. Instead of getting defensive, Sachin Sir's first reaction was laughing at the absurdity of the situation. He used self-deprecating humor, joking about his own English-speaking skills, and presenting himself as just a simple, educated person doing his job. By refusing to get angry, his calm demeanor acted like a mirror. It made the TV anchor's unprovoked rage look entirely out of place. Diffusing an attack with humor is an effective public relations move. It strips the attacker of their power and leaves the defender looking like the only rational person in the room. The most effective part of his response came from a slip of the tongue. While trying to insult them, the anchor accidentally validated the teachers using the phrase YouTube stars. Sachin Sir used that phrase to rethink what that word actually means. He argued a star isn't a government-issued title or official corporate rank. If you look at the literal definition, a star is something that shines brightly, remains out of reach, and is something people look up to. He mapped that definition to YouTube teachers. These educators have massive followings of students who tune in daily, looking up to them for guidance and knowledge. Public attention, trust, and respect create a genuine status that no traditional institution can manufacture. Using that accidental compliment as a foundation, Sachin Sir turned the tables. He suggested that the anchor's outburst might actually be rooted in jealousy, specifically jealousy toward the success and freedom that internet creators enjoy. He pointed out the irony of her position. Despite her platform, she is never recognized as the star reporter of the entire media industry. This perspective flips the dynamic. It suggests the wealthy broadcaster is the one craving the genuine connection that these teachers already possess. To prove his point, Sachin Sir offered one final piece of evidence. He issued a challenge to see who truly holds influence inside a modern home. He told the anchor to check the smartphones of the 11th and 12th graders and her own family. He guaranteed that those teenagers would have the PhysicsWallah teaching app installed on their devices. You don't need a television network to be a star. Providing genuine value allows you to shine bright enough to reach every household.